82 degrees in March, 25 degrees above normal. What are we gonna do for water? So Coca-Cola, the choke artists, not women's. The women's softball team's playing right now. I'm friends with her. They're not chokers. I'm talking about men's sports here. What's the official drink of Weber State sports? Football, men, basketball, especially basketball. March Madness, Coca-Cola. I want to talk some before the game goes of those incredible St. Peter's versus St. Petersburg. Think about it. Who's St. Peter? Those are Catholic schools. Dick McGuire, my favorite. Those McGuire boys. They played at St. John's. I grew up in those freaking arenas. When I was a young guy, I used to say the only real thing in all of Brooklyn left in New York City is LIU basketball. Go to St. Francis, the Terriers. I almost started teaching there. I came very close to being a professor there. So this is the ironies. Remember Butch Lee, that Puerto Rico point guard? 77. Let's go back. We are family. 77. Those are his two twin sons. Yeah. Remember, Dick McGuire was my favorite. He's my favorite coach of all time. I love that guy. Remind me of my dad so much. They had a losing record. They had the exact same record as this school did here, Weber State. They play in a similar league as the Big Sky. Well, even lesser. What? They were 11 and 12 halfway through? Huh. Oh, they make free throws. I told my buddies who were gamblers, I said, I wish I still gambled. I'd hammer in. This is Wednesday. Bet a two-teamer, money line. These North Carolina guys, yeah, they had a weak season, but they make free throws. And that dogfight, when they beat that team in overtime, that's one of the great epic classics in college basketball. When this team beat Kentucky, I'm like, right then I knew. I watched that game. That was no fluke. They beat those racers, those thoroughbred racers. How good are those? Think about the metaphors. The slaughter, the massacre, the March massacre that Putin is raging in the United States panty painter media. Oh, Biden can't call him a butcher. No, he's got to say he's his friend like Trump did. Like his friend like Obama. You can't call a butcher a butcher. The White House has to walk back this road. Why? This is a mass murdering scumbag. One of the greatest upsets in, this ain't war, in massacre history. Bear River Massacre, no. St. Petersburg? Do you know about St. Peter? Do you know anything about How about Marquette? Do you know about St. Marquette? Do you know about him? From France? Do you know about him? These Catholic schools, I think it's Clairvaux. These schools play in high school gyms. The littlest, coolest gyms in the world. This is grassroots, organic basketball to its finest. You look right across that river, right there in New York. Remember where they used to all be from? Going to meet some Puerto Rican girls, just dying to meet you. Shot you through the heart in Central Park. I'm just waiting on a lady. This is organic as a 15 seed. It just shows you. McGuire would be dancing in the streets. I love that guy. He's my favorite coach of all time. Butch Lee. These are his sons. They play just like he did. You remember how hot he got in that? They won every game by 2 or 3 points. They won the national championship. St. Francis, St. Putinburg. Remember they changed it to Petrograd, Leningrad, Stalingrad, Putingrad not. St. Peter's. What a metaphor. March Madness. Putin's March Massacre. Remember when Trump was droning? This is Trump. Play back the tape, Your Honor. Yes, me and King Z, wannabe Trump, when we were droning, we decided to drone. They come in. I was dining on a delicious piece of chocolate cake. You don't think that interview is real? They said Obama used to like to sit around and smoke cigarettes and watch him droning. That's a sick motherfucker. Trump and Obama done this. New York City, right there. I've been in that fucking gym. Here's the irony to this. Oh, I'm Trump. I'm going to drone while down a delicious piece of chocolate cake. Fuck, the United States media should be ashamed of themselves. Disgusting. Do you think that it'd ever get to the point where the peasants say, don't raise the tax on billionaires. Don't tax billionaires. Ooh, we get mad. Do you ever think Orwell couldn't make this up? In 1999, if they come down, when last time this school was in the tournament, Harold Arsenault, the show. I always skip over him. He might be the greatest in the history of this school. I'll quote him. He told Joe Bass, these scouts were telling him, well, if you're going to, in 98, 99, in 2000, if you're going to the NBA, you need to do this, Harold. You know, he told them, what the fuck makes you think I want to go to the NBA? I don't want to be one of those dirtbags. I'm going to go home and live a happy life. Of course, Eddie Gill, they don't talk about him around here. He only played in the freaking NBA for 20 years, 1,000 times what Damian Lillard ever was. He made free throws down the stretch. He won games down the stretch. Lillard didn't. But they retired his number, and he's a god around here. What? Because he's rich? Imperialism America. Biden can't call Putin a butcher when Putin's a butcher. Dan Rather fired for calling George W. Bush a draft dodger when George W. Bush was drafted. Don't say the F word. I'm Hilda Caldecott. I'm Chris Busby. I'm Greenpeace. I'm Sarah Cup. They want to say it now? It's too late, baby. Fucking the only real activist. You showed your colors. I showed you mine. Go Peacocks. Fucking. In honor of the great McGuire boys. He's a New York City guy. Fucking. He was the king, man. He was the greatest coach in history. I think he was the greatest analyst ever. I mean, fuck. Remember when Shaun White, they put him in jail? He didn't point shave. CCNY. I mean, you don't know Brooklyn basketball. You don't know New York City basketball. Well, ain't now. These guys, oh, it's Jersey City, Jersey. Yeah. Pisa, they went across the river. Alexander Hamilton, the park where Al Gore's bloodline freaking killed Alexander Hamilton, the greatest New Yorker of all time. Park's right across the street from the gym. It's the greatest upset in sports history. And still go, even if they lose. I don't think they're going to. There's a good North Carolina team. Really good North Carolina. They make free throws. That win they had in the first round. You know, somebody beat Duke. God. Go St. Francis. Excuse me. There's a slip. Them Terry's. Go St. Peter's. Go St. Peter's. Go St. Peter's. Go St. Peter's. Not St. Petersburg. I love St. Petersburg. Not St. Putinburg. Do you know about St. Peter? Do you know about Marquette? Est-ce que vous parlez français, no? What's that? Just French. Who's the savages? Fucking these choke artist fuckers here. Fire Ronna Bacon. Fucking Randy Ray. Coca-Cola! Fucking pathetic. Butch these twin boys. Fuck, Al McGuire would be dancing in the streets. San Antonio.